Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Screaming Eagles Airsoft 101. I'm your host Andrew Mullins. Thank you for joining us today. I got a gun review on this gun right here. It's a very nice gun. I absolutely love it because I'm usually an M4 guy and I like the small carbines, but for a long rifle, I like this. If you're a big fan of Modern Warfare 2, the FAL gun, that would be the closest resemble to this gun, even though it fires single shot in the video game. This thing is fully automatic and semi-automatic. Let me tell you a few things that you may find differently about this gun compared to your normal airsoft guns. The mag release is right there. Just a little lever right here. You push forward on it, similar to an MP5. But in order to adjust the hop up, you pull the bolt back. The entire bolt's pulled back. You adjust the hop up by doing that. And then there's a lever right here on the near the mag. You have to pull down on that. Bolt closes back. Single rate of fire. Very good. It's full auto. It's a little slow compared to my gun. I'd say it's around 500 rounds per minute. But right now, if I was ever to buy a gun like a rifle, it'd either be an M16 or this bad boy right here. I'm very impressed with it. I shot a few rounds through it. Very accurate, within 75 to 100 feet. And I give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give you a link on it on the page, on this YouTube page. But it is from what I got of it so far, it's a 2010-C Quality Power Series Automatic Electric Gun Series. I do not know the actual company that makes it. Trinity didn't tell me on that, but it will be on the page, on the YouTube video page, to tell you the link to this gun if you're interested in buying it. So right here, the 2010-C. Very impressive gun. I did put a red dot sight on it, so it does not come with a red dot sight. But if you're a tall guy who wants a DMR, or just a rifle that doesn't like the M4 because it's too small, I recommend this gun. So, here's your gun review, 8 out of 10. Okay guys, if you haven't already seen my Amerkia episode of Screaming Eagles Airsoft 101 or the Amerkia 2 special that we debuted and all the other Amerkia 2 videos that are posted by different teams and Mind Game Productions itself, I'm going to give you a brief after-action report of the game. Pretty much the whole gist of the game is what happened if Germany won World War II 60 years later. Free American forces and the Allies against German forces. Simple, simple, simple. American forces had objectives to take throughout the entire map. We had to take over checkpoints, power stations, satellites, airplane, and by doing that we had to detonate charges, actual charges. So we plugged up our airsoft batteries to these charges and they detonated like that. We accomplished, in the first 5 minutes of the game, we already took an objective because Drennan from Theta Airsoft, he led our squad, Virginia and Georgia. We were called First Squad, but we had Fire Team Virginia and Fire Team Georgia. And we took Checkpoint Charlie very quickly. We got bogged down. We finally met the German forces about 3/4 of the way down the map. And we continued on through the game throughout most of the Session 1. Pretty much just harassing the enemy at their capital city. And it was an actual city. At the beginning of Session 2, we were supposed to gain an objective like the Spirit Sword or whatever, the Spear of Destiny or whatever. We didn't achieve that objective, but we continued taking our checkpoints throughout the Session 2. We captured every single objective except for the power station by the end of Session 2. We continued pushing forward as fast as we can and as hard as we could, considering that the American forces were outnumbered 2-1. And the German forces had 3 tanks on their side. Vehicles converted for airsoft use. So by the end of Session 2, we gained every single objective but the power station. And pretty much by Session 3, the beginning of Session 3, we actually had a team leader. See, by the beginning of the game, the American forces had no assigned team commander. We didn't know who our commander was, so pretty much the whole game was squad based in terms of every squad was acting independently from each other. We had no real coordination among anything like that. No coordination of anything like that. But we finally had a team commander, and he told us we need a distraction force. So 1st Virginia and a few other members from the keeping forces and some other stragglers that weren't a part of any squad formed with us. There's about 10 total, and we attacked the capital city from the south side on the south base. We offered a distraction, and while we were offering the distraction, the main force, about 40 to 50 people, took the power station. As they took the power station, they kept on assaulting the capital city, and for all we know, they kept assaulting the capital city until the game was over, because 1st Virginia left around 5 o'clock that day, and the game was supposed to continue until 8 o'clock. But that's our brief action report. If you want more action reports, go on the My Game Production forums, and they'll probably have them there. I'm planning on writing one eventually, and putting it on their Screaming Eagles Airsoft Facebook page as a document. So we hope you enjoyed this episode of Screaming Eagles Airsoft 101. I'm your host, Andrew Mullins. Thank you for watching.